With y'all YouTube, man, we back again with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking to y'all. We're gonna be, well, not talking to y'all, but we're gonna be making my week 4 NFL picks and predictions, bro. And let me tell you, the only matchups that I've looked at for this week, I know this Thursday night game, that's tonight, and I know this game. Let me tell you where I'm gonna go. If the Dallas Cowboys lose this game right now, every Cowboy fan, however many million of y'all are in the world, because apparently half of the world is delusional for the Dallas Cowboys, however many million of y'all are in the world, y'all all need to burn them jerseys, burn that Cowboys fandom. I saw this dude with the Cowboys man cave, brother, had a full helmet and full jersey pads, all of that, full uniform. Unk. He was like 50. I said, Unk. Like, come on now. You could be 40 years old and you would never have seen this team. Well, that's false. You could be 30 years old and you would never have seen this one team win a championship. Not even an NFC championship. Like, damn, bruh. Anyways, the Cowboys suck this year. I predicted them to miss the playoffs. As things are looking right now, they just genuinely might because the Commanders are somehow good. Jaden Daniels is somehow that guy, and the Eagles are just as good as I thought they would be. They should be 3-0, but we're not going to go there right now. I'm not in the mood. So yeah, Cowboys better win this game. CeeDee Lamb better get me at least 20 points in fantasy, and if not, I might burn down everyone's home, including my own, and I don't know, I might do mine first, I might do mine last, I don't know. But you're gonna have to close down the schools, you're gonna have to close down the streets, any public area, close it down because I'm gonna crash out. Let me tell you, I'm not even a Cowboys fan. I don't give a damn about the Cowboys. In fact, I love to see their fans in pain because the fans are annoying as hell. But dog, if CeeDee Lamb has another dud week in fantasy, I can't because I can't go 0-4. I can't. Like my brain, my mental capacity, I don't have it right now. Like I don't have it for that. I genuinely had so much hope in the Colts and Anthony Richardson, and I thought he was going to be actually really good, and I still think he has potential. But bro, if he's not hitting on that deep ball, he's just not good. The simple throws, he can't make them. He cannot complete more than 50-55% of his passes on any given week. They're missing DeForest Buckner. He's on IR, so they're missing their best defensive player. They're going to be able to run the ball on the Steelers probably, but it won't be crazy because you would have thought the Chargers would be able to run the ball on them, and they didn't do too great of a job. Now, I think the Colts have a better run game because I think the Colts have a better O-line, and I do think the Colts have better backs as well. But they have a better guard. I don't know if they necessarily have a whole better O-line, but I think the Colts have a little bit of a better O-line. They should be able to run the ball a little better, but if Anthony Richardson can't complete passes, bro, it's not like he's going to have all the time in the world with T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith and Cam Hayward coming at him. It's just going to be tough. The Steelers might really be 4-0 after this week, and I can't believe I'm saying that. Do I think Sam Darnold's going to go to 4-0, or do I think Malik Willis is going to go to 3-0 as a starter? The Vikings defense has looked so good. It's looked so good. Sam Darnold hasn't been making mistakes. Malik Willis has been doing his job. Last week, I think he played better than the first week he was starting. The Packers were getting straight to Malik Willis, but, like, I don't know, bro. I mean, not Malik Willis. The Packers were getting straight to Will Levis last week, but I don't know. Will Levis also sucks, and their O-line's not great. This is tough, bro. This is tough. I haven't picked really either of these teams. I don't think I've picked either of these teams to win a game yet this season. I'm not going to lie to you. Which is crazy because one of them is, what, 2-1, and the other one's 3-0. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know who I'm going to pick here. It's a divisional game. I think the Packers have more talent, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think this defense is good enough to make Sam Darnold's life kind of difficult. Now I do have questions about this receiving core still, but I don't know. Jair Alexander has played well against Justin Jefferson as of late. So like, I don't know. The Packers really might go to 3-1, which is insane because they've been missing Jordan Love since the end of week 1. So that's. Either one of these, like either team winning this is insane because either you're gonna go to 3-1 for both teams, or this team's gonna be 4-0. Like, I'm gonna go with the Packers. Dude, the Jags look so bad. Their defense looked bad. They can't get to the quarterback at all. Like literally at all. Their offensive line sucks. Trevor Lawrence sucks. Their DBs are terrible. Yeah. I think the Saints are coming back down to earth right now. I think the Saints, like I said, I always thought it was fake. Those 2 40-point games is why I picked the Eagles to beat them last week. I kind of always thought this was fake. I think the Falcons have been looking better. They look pretty good against the Chiefs. I don't think they're going to go to 1-3 while the Saints go to 3-1, so I'm going to go with the Falcons. I just don't think the Saints are that good. I don't think Derek Carr is that good. I know they have a new offensive coordinator. I understand all that. I know Kamara's looked good, but, like, I don't believe in them. I'm sorry. I believe those. I was one of the people that said those first 2 weeks were fake. I'm going to stick with that. I don't think they're going to beat the Falcons here. They can't run the ball for nothing. Their O-line sucks. Chicago's O-line is terrible. They cannot run the ball to save their lives. Give me my team. Give me the Rams. I don't care about the injuries. I haven't picked the Rams. I haven't stuck with my team because of the injuries in the past. Well, now we're going against a team that's worse than us. This is the worst opponent that we faced this year. And Chicago's not bad or anything, but this is the worst opponent we faced this year. Secondary's good. Their defense is good, but their O-line sucks. Terrible. Genuinely terrible. DeAndre Swift sucks. Terrible. Genuinely terrible. Their offensive coordinator sucks. Terrible. Genuinely terrible. Like, Caleb Williams is good. And don't get me wrong, Caleb Williams could very well torch the Rams secondary, and I wouldn't even be surprised. But I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Eagles. I don't think the Buccaneers are bad or anything, but they did just come off a bad loss. I think the Eagles I think every week the Eagles are kind of getting more and more into who they really are. Now, Jalen Hurts is still turning the ball over way too much. Nick Sirianni, I still don't think he's a good coach. The defense looked better last week. That D-line last week dominated. Their O-line last week dominated. I think they can do the same thing this week against Tampa Bay. Maybe not to the same extent because I think Tampa Bay might even be a little better than New Orleans. But I'm gonna pick Philly here. No, I think this will be a close game though. I like the spread here. I think this will be a close game, but I'm gonna pick the Eagles here. If the Bengals go to 0-4 after losing to the Commanders last week, and then if they lost to the Panthers this week, fire Zach Taylor, trade Joe Burrow, trade Jamar Chase, trade everybody, get them all off the team, trade Hendrickson, get everybody off the team. T. Higgins, get everybody off the team if y'all lose this week. Because at a certain point, you just gotta blow it up. You just got to blow it up. If you lose to the Panthers, I know Joe Burrow and then they were talking about, their season's over, and I don't think their season's over yet because their division is so bad. Like, how are the Ravens 1-2? The Browns are terrible. The Browns are coming in last in that division. It's completely finalized. But it's looking bad because the Ravens, I'm going to pick them to win this week. I know that they play Buffalo, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to pick them to win this week because I don't think the Ravens are going to go to 1-3. But, like the Ravens, if they had been playing the way we expect them to be playing, where like they're 4-0 or 3-0, and the Steelers are also 4-0, 3-0 after this week, or 3-0 right now, 4-0 after this week potentially. If those both teams would be undefeated or 3-1, 4-0, I would think the Bengals season was over. Because their division's been so bad, I'm gonna say the Bengals season isn't over. But you need this win. Absolutely 1,000% you need this win versus Carolina, so you better get it. If the Broncos beat the Jets, bro, like, I don't know. Nathaniel Hackett needs to be fired because, like, this is his whole team. Everyone needs to be fired. Robert Saleh needs to be fired. Just get everyone out. Get everyone gone. I understand Garrett Wilson might not have the best week because he's going to have PS2 on him. I feel that. I understand that. They should be able to run the ball. The Broncos really don't have any, like, stars, bro. Like, the Broncos don't have players where it's like, oh, yeah, they have a bunch of superstar players. Bro, the only one is Pat Surtain, and he's going to be matched up with Garrett Wilson this week, I assume. That's why I put Garrett Wilson on my bench in fantasy. Like, I'm assuming he's going to shadow him the whole game, or at least for most of it. So, yeah, give me the Jets. Anyway, the Jets have other options at receiver. They have Mike Williams. They have a Lizard. And then they also have Breece Hall. They're going to be fine. I think the Jets should win this game, and I think their defense should make Bo Nix look like the bum that he is. Sorry, Bo Nix. Washington's defense is bad. And I understand Washington's coming off a huge win, but they did let up 33 points. I don't think Arizona's defense is going to let you score 40 like the Bengals did. Arizona's coming off of a close loss where they only let Detroit score 20. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I told y'all, I think the Cardinals are a sneaky team in the NFC this year. I think the Cardinals are a team that's actually a lot more solid than people thought they would be, and I've been saying that since my tier list video. Like, I've been saying that. So I'm going to stick with the Cardinals here. Now, the Commanders have been better than I thought they would be. Jaden Daniels, I told y'all I thought he was the second-best quarterback, if not the best quarterback coming out of this class. I understood the Caleb Williams side and everything like that, and I agree Caleb Williams was the best, but I didn't think the gap between Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels was huge, and I don't think the gap has been – I think – Caleb Williams did just have like a 350-yard game, so I wouldn't be mad at you if you said Caleb Williams has been better. His team has just been worse. I'm not mad at you there. But both quarterbacks have been solid, and I think Jaden Daniels is coming off that game where it's like, oh, yeah, he just had a great game. So don't think I'm hating on Jaden Daniels or Washington or anything like that, or I think they're frauds or anything. I just think their defense is still too bad, and I think the Cardinals will be able to torch them offensively. I hope, at least. The 49ers, if you go to 1-3, dude, if you lose to the Patriots and the Vikings in 2 of your first 4 games as the team that was favored to win the Super Bowl according to all the odds, pack it up. Pack it up. Am I delusional? Am I about to be delusional and pick the Browns again? I think I've picked the Browns every week. And I was only right once because last week they lost because whoever number 19 is dropped the ball on a 4th down. And then in week 1 they lost because they got blown there. They got their backs blown out by the Cowboys, who look bad now. So that's fun. But dude, Deshaun Watson looks bad. He looks bad. Their defense hasn't been as good as I expected their defense to be. They can't run the ball the way you would think they could run the ball. But Las Vegas has problems. I think the locker room has problems right now. I think there are people in the locker room pissed right now. I don't think Gardner Minshew's good. I don't think their defense is that good. Brock Bowers has been solid. Devontae Adams, you know what Devontae Adams is. But really, other than that, I haven't heard a peep out of Max Crosby. I don't know what type of season he's having because I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm assuming mid at best. I'm going to go with the Browns. I just don't think the Raiders are good. Maybe I'm delusional and I wouldn't be too surprised if the Raiders won, but I'm going with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns. I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. But if Derwin James was playing, because Derwin James is suspended, right? Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure he's suspended. Harbaugh disappointed. Yep, Derwin James for 1 game suspended. Okay, so Derwin James is gone, taking their best defensive player away right before the Chiefs. Do I think that's a coincidence? Not necessarily, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. I could see the Chiefs losing this because Mahomes hasn't been playing well. Kelsey hasn't done a damn thing. The defense is amazing though, and they're like, bro, they're gonna clamp Quentin Johnston, who's looked better this season than he looked last season, which is like, thank God, but like he still hasn't looked great, but he's looked better. He's looked serviceable. I'm going with the Chiefs. Mahomes is dominant inside of his division. Literally, the only person he ever had trouble with in his division was like Justin Simmons, who always picks him off. Even in the Atlanta game, he picked him off, but that's no longer in the division, and they don't have Justin Simmons. They're missing. Herbert got hurt in the last game, so I don't even know what his status is. They're missing Derwin James. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs here because what is Justin Herbert's injury status? Doesn't think. Okay, so he's probably gonna play. He's probably gonna play. Yeah, okay. If he has a high ankle sprain though, he will be limited to his. So yeah, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs for sure. I'm think the Ravens are going to 1-3. I think the Bills are very good. Please do not get me wrong. The Bills are 3-0 for a reason. I think Josh Allen is probably the league leader for MVP right now. Give me Baltimore. This is tough. Both of these are kind of tough because these matchups are always good. Like, I don't know what it is. In the last, like, 2 years, when these teams match up, it's been a good game. Like, it's been overtime. Like, I remember it was overtime last year. Was it overtime the year before? I don't remember. But it was, like, these have been, like, good offensive games. And I think, like, Seattle won last year in the OT. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure. It might have been Detroit. But I think Seattle won last year in the OT. Detroit's a better team this year. I think Detroit's going to win. I don't think Jared Goff has looked great or anything. But I think Detroit is a better team this year. Seattle is 3-0, right? So I think they're going to come down to earth. I don't think they're going to be 4-0. This one's tough because Miami's offense looked terrible. I mean, genuinely awful last week. But Will Levis is also terrible. I mean, genuinely awful at football. I'm going to go with the Titans. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe I don't know ball. Maybe I don't know a doggone thing. I'm going to go with the Titans. And let me tell y'all, if I make a parlay this week, it's going to be Titans to win. It's going to be Browns to win. And it's going to be... There was another underdog that I picked. And it's going to be Rams to win. That if I do make a parlay this week, it'll be those 3 teams to win more than likely. More than likely. But all right, those are my week 3 picks. Let me make sure my week 4 picks. Let me make sure I publish them because recently I've been forgetting to publish them. But yeah, bro, that's it. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching, bro. And yeah, next y'all gonna get an NBA tier list from me. That's what y'all are gonna get next from me, and that'll be tomorrow. Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. That'll be tomorrow that y'all get that, and then we'll see what else y'all get. Or it might not be tomorrow. Maybe it'll be Saturday, depending on what happens in the Thursday night football game tonight. Like if something crazy happens, y'all will get that video first, and then y'all will get the NBA tier list video the day after, so Saturday. So yeah, we'll see what we get. But yeah, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, bro. Thank you for watching, and yeah, stay blessed, stay praying, keep God first, and trust Him. He loves you, all right? I love you too.